Welcome back. Knives are out between India bloc allies again, the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress. Congress sources tell us that candidates in the state unit have blamed Aam Aadmi Party for their loss in the recently concluded parliamentary polls in Delhi. But there is also a deeper issue within the Congress camp. It was noted that in this internal report that candidates' reliance on AAP's support alienated the Congress cadre itself. These findings have crystallized Congress's decision to not pursue an alliance with AAP for the upcoming Delhi and Haryana assembly polls. So let me just break down what this Congress fact-finding report to its president has said. First of all, it has said that candidates themselves, the Congress candidates themselves, blame Aam Aadmi Party for not supporting them. The report said that Aam Aadmi Party did not facilitate vote transfer in Congress's favour. That's at least what their candidates feel. It also said that the Congress cadre was upset with the over-reliance that their candidates and machinery showed on Aam Aadmi Party instead of the cadre itself. The report also said that people in Delhi have rejected this Congress-Aam Aadmi Party alliance. It did not find favour with the public. With this rift out in the open, the question goes to the Aam Aadmi Party. Did it not support the Congress then in Delhi? And what does that mean really as far as the national picture is concerned? That's coming up with our guests.
So they were afraid of, very insecure. They did not even listen their leader like Arvind Kejriwal. He exhorted that vote should be given to Congress candidates. That happened. Once the Aam Aadmi supporters transfer their vote to Hath, then it will be difficult to get it back in forthcoming election, which is very close to. It's our own people, but I'm surprised that till now no action has been taken on this thing, and it's because of the few some Congress leaders in the party who have sabotaged, and they do with everyone whosoever contests.
Let's go across to our guest joining us. RP Singh of the BJP continues with us. Rashid Kidwai, author and senior journalist, tracks the Congress very closely. Dr. Nikul Patel is the leader of the Congress party, and Anmol Panwar, spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party, will be with us as well. Nikul, let me begin with you. Now, this is of course not coming from any external sources. This is coming from internal sources. Some of it is not surprising, given that even before this alliance was inked, many pointed out to how the Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party vote base is the same vote base, and it's the vote base that AAP took over from the Congress. Why would they be willing to now share that vote base or ask it to vote for the Congress party just for one election? I think these questions were there before the elections as well. So has Congress learnt its lesson now?
See, when it was the Lok Sabha election, you might be knowing it that we have formed an alliance, and that alliance was basically to defeat the government that is presently working. So, and in that, when it comes to Delhi, there were 7 seats, and it was a mutual consent between Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress to share the seat, and the seat sharing formula was open. Now, regarding winning and losing, that is a different theory, and there are so many parameters that will work when you want to, we can say, dissect the loss of a particular seat in a particular constituency. If we see the entire country, the entire coalition had worked well, and what expectations Bharatiya Janata Party was making of 400 plus, they were not getting it, and ultimately the democracy, the opposition had become strong. And today we are feeling that heat, giving that heat to the government, and we are working well.
Okay, so you're saying that Congress by and large is still very happy. Rashid Kidwai, is that the case, or should they be looking state by state, particularly this complex issue of their alliance with the Aam Aadmi Party, whether it's Punjab, whether it's Gujarat, whether it's Delhi, particularly Delhi, let's say. Are the candidates making an excuse, using AAP as the fall guy, or do you think they have a point?
Yeah. So Shivani, we must remember that the alliance between AAP and the Congress party was rather unnatural. Why I'm saying unnatural? Because there was a political party that rose at the expense of the Congress, though it defeated the BJP. But BJP's vote share remained intact. BJP continued to do well in Lok Sabha elections, whether it was 2014 or 19 or 2024. So there was a lot of disquiet in the Congress, and so was in the AAP. But both, the top leadership, because they were so, I would say cynically opposed to Narendra Modi, that they came together. Now comes when nothing, there was no gain was there for Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress. Now the blame game has started. And Shivani, this is just it's a signal, because the way Rahul Gandhi is, projecting himself as a leader, as a mass leader, as a leader who has sort of dealt a blow to the BJP. Now the allies, many other, India alliance, partners are going to feel insecure. Sooner or later, you will see this will come through TMC, through, Samajwadi Party and other partners. So if Mr. Rahul Gandhi and the Congress is serious, they should, share that, so to say, the spoils of, I won't say power, but whatever achievement. So they should, there is no India Alliance office, there is no India Alliance convener, there is no office bearers. So they should put something in place. The Congress is making it look that whatever that performance Congress did, and of course the Congress did a commendable job, Shivani, but it was all, Congress. So if Mr. Akhilesh Yadav and Mamata Banerjee start feeling left out,
or DMK.
then I think and DMK. See, DMK, RJD and all have been that old allies. So that is slightly different, Shivani. But these new allies, they need, the Mr. Rahul Gandhi and the Congress need to extend, a hand of friendship and give them a feel that it is India Alliance that is going to work till 2029.
Okay, so you're raising a very different issue, but an issue we have discussed in the past, Rashid Kidwai. I'll try and delve on that. Because, interestingly, the Prime Minister in Parliament also made the point that actually it's the allies who should be worried. The Congress has cannibalized their vote wherever it was the junior partner, and the alliance partners have had nothing to gain from the alliance from the Congress party, where they were the junior partners. So that may be a seed of doubt that the Prime Minister may have also put in the opposition's mind. But let me go across to Anmol joining us from the Aam Aadmi Party. How do you look at this Congress internal report? Their candidates very openly are saying that your MLAs were insecure on the ground. You did not allow a transfer of vote to happen because you know the Delhi Assembly elections are very close by. और जैसे उदित राज ने बोला था, एक बार वो वोट चढ़ गया कांग्रेस को तो वो वोट उतरेगा नहीं.
Shivani ji, I don't know why Congress candidates are making such statements. Everyone knows that our leader was wrongfully imprisoned just before the elections. He was granted only 15 days to campaign for the election, and during those 15 days, he didn't just focus on his own party's success, but he embraced the true spirit of coalition politics by campaigning for all the Congress candidates as well. In fact, his efforts extended beyond the boundaries of state as he traveled to other states to garner support for other India coalition candidates. So I don't know why these kind of statements are made. And as far
I don't think they're complaining against Arvind Kejriwal. I think they're very categorical that your own MLAs did not listen to even Arvind Kejriwal.
No, Shivani ji. In fact, as far as you said that regarding the transfer of votes, in several past elections, we have seen how Aam Aadmi Party, despite losing in the Lok Sabha elections, has been overwhelmingly victorious in the assembly elections. Because people vote for us based on our work. There's a widespread trust among people in the governance model of the Aam Aadmi Party. And this journey of Aam Aadmi Party, this electoral success over the past years is a testament to the power of governance-focused politics.
Yeah, but the Congress leaders are asking कि हमें क्या मिला? आपको तो मिलता ही है vote assembly elections में. Anmol, the very question only is, what did the Congress get out of this alliance when you are the leading party in Delhi, let's say, when it comes to assembly? Surely the vote percentages we were all pointing out, even arithmetically, the BJP was ahead of the Congress, Aam Aadmi Party combined. But what did the Congress gain from this alliance is what the Congress leaders are asking.
I think the kind of internal, whatever the report they have submitted to the national leadership, one of their candidates was heard saying that there exist many Congress in Delhi and one that runs at local level. I think it's Mr. Udit Raj, and the other which runs at the national level. Our focus in this Lok Sabha elections was to defeat a tyrannical and autocratic government at the center. And we made every possible effort to do so because we wanted to save the democracy and our constitution from the ones who have no regard for the values of the constitution.
Okay, I want to go across to RP Singh before I go back across to our Congress representative. RP Singh, is the BJP heaving a sigh of relief that this is all happening before the assembly elections in Delhi next?
Well, before I answer that, that word used tyrannical and autocratical government. I mean, this word has been used by the Mr. Bajwa in Punjab for Aam Aadmi Party because Aam Aadmi Party arrested their 5 former ministers and were sent behind bar by the Aam Aadmi Party in Punjab by the Vigilance Department of the Punjab government.
Anmol,
So,
not like this.
did I
Anmol,
interrupt?
not like
Shivani,
this.
he's in
Not
bad
like
habit.
this. Please, please. Yes, RP Singh, continue.
So, this is in between them, Mr. Udit Raj and Mr. J.P. Agarwal and Kanhaiya Kumar, all three have reported. I've seen the reports in the media only, which states that the local MLAs didn't support it. And they were right. Why shall they should have supported? Because had they supported this time, the Congress party member parliament, then in the coming assembly election, when Congress and Aam Aadmi Party are going to contest differently and independently, so the vote which the person who votes once for Congress, next time also will vote for Congress. It will not come back and vote for the Aam Aadmi Party because the same voter is not the same vote bank which they both bank upon. So they were correct. Politically they did their smart move, although whether it suited the Congress party or not, whether it benefited the alliance or not, that's a different issue. When Mr. Arvind Kejriwal would have held a public meeting here and there, but that doesn't mean that the local workers or the local cadre or the local MLAs or local corporators were trying to help or were trying to favor the Congress party. This was seen clearly. I can tell you there were places, there were no polling booth agents, there were no tables, there were no counters where Congress MLAs and Congress corporators are. They were all blank. So, and we made our we maintain our percentage of vote. That's almost 54 point some percentage of vote, which clearly shows that we are there where we are. And then Mr. Kumar, kaat ki handi do bar chadti hai, apni chadegi. Don't bother. This time you are not going to make because everyone knows that what sort of development model you have given to Delhi. There's no water in Delhi. When there's rainfall, then all the water for Delhi is in the dirt. And also, Mr. Kumar, I never interrupted you. Mr. Kumar, hold your breath, hold your breath, hold your breath. And everyone knows that your government is corrupt government. Now it has gone down the throat of the people that your government is corrupt government. So don't bother about that. This time in the assembly election, you'll be routed.
Okay, but can I ask about the assembly elections? Okay, one by one, gentlemen. But RP Singh, very quickly on the assembly elections, does it help you if the Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party do not have that alliance anymore? They had already said this was never meant for state elections to begin with.
Shivani ji, you must ask him that why
we are already targeting for the repeat of the parliamentary election. Is the question to me or okay?
Yes, RP Singh.
Why you?
How confident is the BJP about the assembly elections this time? You still haven't managed to beat the Aam Aadmi Party, whether they're in alliance with Congress or not.
Whether they are in alliance or not in alliance, we are going to target our 54% of vote which we have got in parliamentary election, and we are already started gearing up. We had the state executive committee meeting yesterday, and then in that we have already assigned the job, assigned the work to each person in the committee, what he has to do, what target he has to achieve. So we are already working on it.
Okay.
So it's a matter of time that we'll
Well,
prove
let's
our
see.
mettle.
Aam Aadmi Party has been ruling the roost for 10 years. So whether some dent is possible in how successful they've been or not this time around remains to be seen. But Nikul, I want to ask you, fundamentally, it's also the question about how much prioritization the Congress gives to its old state leadership. This question hasn't arisen only in Delhi. There were people in the Congress unit that weren't happy, that warned against it, that are still till today sulking because of what has happened. Why didn't the Congress leadership listen to them? Udit Raj is also saying there is a national Congress and then there is a state unit Congress. And the national Congress leadership doesn't listen to state leaders.
See, that is nothing like that. If you see, it was a Lok Sabha election, and when the coalition was formed and all party leaders united together to fight against something, and that objective was satisfied. Now, when it comes to state politics, definitely, if you see, if you refer West Bengal, then Mamta ji told that we want to contest on our own. That is an exception, and today also they are with us, even after winning. Now, I would like to disagree with the argument that the people who voted once for a particular thing, they will vote for same. The people of the country are very good enough and they know whom to vote for. If that was the case, then Smriti Irani might have won from that Amethi seat, but that is not happening. Even Congress was winning only 45 seats last time. This time it has reached to the 99. Even Samajwadi Party in Uttar Pradesh, you can see it was around 60 plus for BJP. Now it is only 30 plus.
No,
So I think that
agreed. But if you are weaning away a voter of a certain party, then to give it back to the certain party as and when your alliances work out, I think that can be tricky is what people are pointing out to in the case of Aam
okay,
Aadmi
that is,
Party and Congress. Very
now when
quickly,
it
15
comes
seconds. I have to go to Rashid Kidwai also. Yeah.
when it comes to Delhi, definitely think has to be different.
Okay. And what is that according to you?
To me only,
Yeah.
when it comes to state assembly elections,
No
definitely
alliance.
that will see that our central leadership will decide at the time of state assembly elections. Let it come.
Okay. So what about the state unit is the question that I asked you. The national
That is what I
leadership
am
never
answering.
listens
That
to the
will
state leadership.
that
Is that a
see whenever
problem,
it's a
Rashid, or
political
not?
party, the central leadership will
I
govern
think
the state leadership, and it has to be in coordination with everything.
Okay, sure.
Now
Rashid,
the
is that
central
not the
elections, so at
fundamental
that time,
problem?
central committee
Even
was
Udit
in the
Raj is
power.
pointing out to sabotage from internal, from own party. I mean, this was a double whammy of
Definitely,
sorts for the Congress party, Rashid, where
that,
the AAP vote also didn't transfer and the Congress cadre itself got upset.
Yes. So
that
I
story
think
is different.
here that is where Shivani, that internal democracy in a political party, becomes important. Certainly there was a view that the Aam Aadmi Party alliance with Aam Aadmi Party will harm the Congress and vice versa. That the alliance with Congress will harm Aam Aadmi Party, and that is what has happened. But the central leadership of both political parties, for their political, I would say enthusiasm, did not, weigh in this particular factor. A resurgent Congress, whatever worth it is a bad news for Aam Aadmi Party, because it's a very simple thing that the BJP support base, whether it is 40% plus or 50% plus, remains intact. It is that, so if there is Congress is getting more, let's say, Muslim votes or Dalit votes or any segment of society, then it is eating from Aam Aadmi Party kitty in assembly elections also. So therefore, that is a real problem. See, Shivani, I don't have a solution, but I can say that both political parties must admit it, that yes, there is a problem. There are fault lines. There are, our vote bank is something that is, and somewhat similar. And how do we negotiate it?
Okay.
The problem with both political parties they are in denial. They don't want to admit that there is a mistake.
Okay, I'll leave it at that. I do thank our guests for joining us. Let's see how it pans out ahead of the Delhi elections. It's going to be an interesting road ahead for sure.